All right, we're gonna get Blue out of the car. We are at the park. So the goal here is that he stays laying down. I shouldn't have to tell him, right? He stays laying down when we pull in, when I turn off the car, when I get out, all this stuff. And if he doesn't, then you got to take the time to address that and have him lay back down. And then kind of do it over again if you can. So when I open the door, he's a little fidgety. I'm going to let that slide. He stayed down, which is good. If I flip this open, I want him to stay there. No. Okay, so that was an NO. And I held this down for a second or two until he started to lay back down. Now I'm actually going to shut this all back up again, guys, because it's like I want to do that over again. And move those paws. Move them. That's right. I'm going to tap because he's standing up again because when I shut the door. But see, I can just tap and he'll lay back down. Pretty high compared to most dogs, right? But it doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter. So he tends to just, when we're out and about, even if there's not a lot going on, just the smells is so stimulating to him. He tends to be higher. So again, when I open this, he should stay down, preferably stay still. Extra challenging for this guy. So if he's a little fidgety right now, I might let that go, right? Eventually, I might hold him a little more accountable for that and see if we can improve that. But right now, I usually let that go as long as he stays laying down. Right, and I don't open the door all super gingerly. I just open it. Why? Because that's life. That's what we do. So if I'm always modifying the environment to help him, then he never learns how to cope with the environment in reality, which is what we want. So now, even when I grab his leash, he really shouldn't get up. So he tends to be a jumpy dog, right? So when I go to pull that leash out and he kind of feels it sliding, he gets very jumpy. But he stayed down, so that's good. When I grab it, he should still stay there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this down a little bit, maybe somewhere in there, high teens, and I'm going to invite him out. No. So see, he was laying down. A lot of people would miss that moment, but he's sort of elongating that neck. He's sort of stretching his neck out to air scent and see what's out here. Don't worry about it, right? Tap. Don't worry about it. It's your job to stay chill until I tell you to do something else. That's so important with a guy like this. Those are the moments that matter. It's teaching him in between all the obedience stuff, right? Choose to not be so concerned about what's going on. Choose not to care so much what you can see out there, what you can smell out there. Choose to just wait for direction and just chill. So I'm going to invite him out, but I'm going to immediately turn this pressure on until he sits his butt on the ground. That's not something we would do forever, but it's something we do a ton until the dog starts doing it on their own. And I don't always require sits, but a lot of times I will when it comes to getting out of the car, just because that's such a huge trigger moment and so escalating for dogs, especially if you have a guy like this. All right, let's go. And pressure on. And I can actually turn it down even more. Pressure on again. Now it might be a touch low, somewhere in between. So I don't want to have to say sit, right? I just turn on the pressure. And so what we do is we end up patterning this